Thank you. 2 jokes, if it's okay. The more we talk about marbles and their intentions and opinions and maybe every thought you ever thought, because they live forever, the more we talk about it, discuss it, I get the feeling that I'm losing my marbles. Okay.
Yeah, and you've got a mixed bag of marbles.
Okay. All right. Oh, so the second joke is... so
hopefully there's some momentum and it'll be funnier.
They're laughing, so I'm happy.
Yeah. That's the point of it anyway.
Yeah. I was talking to a friend about going to dinner. We were trying to set up the dinner, and she was like, "Well, what if I can't make it to dinner?" I said, "Well, I'll just kill myself." And but then later, I went to eat, and I had this strong pain in my stomach. It started getting drawn. Now, so my question to you is, should I seek help or just watch what I say?
Psychiatric help?
Okay. All right.
Well, it's always a good idea to talk about what you want, but you know, when you're looking for fun, that's what's dominant. When you're looking for fun, that's what's dominant. And so you don't have to be guarded about your words. It's your intent. And when your intent is for fun, and so could those things be related? They could be. They could be, but no one who knows you would. In fact, the reason that even is funny is because it is so not you. It's a way of dramatizing. Actually, what you were saying is, if you don't go, it won't matter. But since I'm human, I'm supposed to make you important to me, then I will. I'll kill myself if you don't go. It's all good. Not funny, though.
I don't know. They seem to enjoy themselves. Okay.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Well, enjoy.
We're not from around here.
Okay. All right. All right. I got to focus on this question because it's got a long, drawn-out start. See, where does it start? Okay. Course in Miracles says...
Can you hear clearly?
Oh, sorry.
Breathe deeply.
Okay.
Project sound.
Project. Okay, I can do this. A Course in Miracles says that if you attack anyone, you attack yourself. And I may have an explanation for that, but I need to kind of go through it, and I'd like you to interrupt me if you need to.
In the simplest of terms, and we know you know this, when you push against anything, we said it earlier, when you shout no at something, you're actually activating the vibration, so you're calling it to you. And so anytime you're pushing against anything, you're activating a vibration, which makes it your point of attraction. We've sort of been telling the flip side of that for a while when we say that person that you say, I want to forgive them, but I can't. And you say, they don't deserve to be forgiven. And we say, but you do. But you do. And by forgiving, we just mean not doing that thing you do that holds yourself apart from the energy.
Yeah.
That's all.
See, I was afraid you're going to answer my question. I wouldn't be able, right in the beginning, I wouldn't be able to lay it out. But, so, is it okay if I...
Of course. Anything you want. They've adjusted to boredom. We're having fun with you.
I know you are, and I appreciate that.
Contemplation is a good thing. And you might be onto something.
All right.
Might not, too, but...
Okay. So, cooperative creating. Now, the way I interpret that is, we're asking for something, but we're not creating it. It's the inner self is creating it.
No, you are.
All right, okay.
Because you're the chooser. Okay. You're the asker. You're the intender. You're the summoner. Everything else is helping you. But you came to create.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd have remained in non-physical with us.
All right.
Fully.
All right. I have heard that the inner self is at another dimension of where we are. And I've heard it doesn't matter. I heard it's at 6 and we're at 3. It doesn't really matter, right? We could just call the inner dimensions maybe X, Y, and Z.
Let's call it non-physical and physical.
Okay.
Let's call it manifested and to see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, and energy.
Okay.
You can put whatever number on it you want.
Okay.
It's not important to us.
I'm trying to stay focused. So if we're here to learn how to create...
You're not here to learn how to create. You're here because you're a creator and you like to create. You're not being tested. There's not something you're supposed to create. You like to create, and you knew that this was the perfect environment to stimulate you to a new idea. And you knew that your inner being would take hold of that idea as soon as you hatch it. And that then all you would have to do is remember who you are and stay in sync with that energy of creation, and that it would manifest, and that you would get the thrill, not just of living the manifestation, but of getting to watch all the nuances of it as it unfolds. That you get to be thrilled in the creative process.
Okay.
Because think about it. You're a liver of life. To be an astute, conscious, aware liver of life, nothing is better than that.
All right. I'll have to think about that. But
that's because you gather up random, rigid thoughts that are not vibrationally accurate.
Okay.
And that's why we interrupt anyone who's offering us things that could use some clarification. Because when you speak something as if it is vibrationally accurate and it isn't, we like to clarify.
All right. Okay. If I'm a creator...
Since I'm a creator...
Since I'm a creator, why can't I hold out my hand, focus on something, and make it appear?
Because you don't believe you can.
Okay.
And because you are in a physical dimension where thoughts turn to things in subtle ways. No one is doing that, even the magician on stage. It's perceptual. That doesn't mean they're not creating, and it doesn't mean that cooperative components aren't being gathered, and it does not mean that it does mean, is a better way to speak this, that thoughts are turning to things, that something that you can't see is turning into something that you can see.
All right. Then what is the inner self doing in that process?
Seeing it in its completed form as you wish it to be, as you want it to be. So that's why we say, when you ask, it is given, it's done. And that's when you usually say, how do I get the money out of the vortex and into the bank? And we say, you understand that it is coming. But what happens with humans, and we get this, in fact, we even encourage it to a certain extent. Things have to be logical to you or you won't let them happen. So that's why we like to talk about the next logical step. If you want something and don't believe it, and someone like our friend that we were talking to earlier, or a segment like this, can soothe you into less resistance, then more and more of what you want will show up, and then you're less resistant to it as you show yourself more and more that you can be the recipient of it. If we could have a conversation that quickly or suddenly or instantly would bring any of you into knowing your value, knowing your worthiness, you would be instant manifestors. But because you don't see much of it going on, we also are wanting to encourage you to not need it to be instant. What we are encouraging you is to enjoy the process of molding it into place. And think about it. When you are molding a creation into place by calibrating to it, you're actually molding yourself into being the match to it. So it turns out you are not the creator of stuff. You're the creator of you. You are the creator of you, perceptual, expectant, worthy feeling, joyous feeling, you. That's what you're creating.
Okay. All right. I have to think about that. That's good. Good stuff.
You will have to think about it. You will have to think about it. A lot of you are not going to have to think about it. You got it right there in that moment. In other words, it makes perfect sense because it dovetails with everything else that we've ever said. But you are a contemplator, and we like that. You like to contemplate. You like to make things fit. Just don't try so hard to make everything you've ever heard fit.